Edward Elgar's Elegiac Cello Concerto in E minor. Written 100 years ago, immortalised by Jacqueline du Pré in the mid-1960s. She was a 20-year-old cello prodigy then, just as Sheku Kanneh Mason is now.
Her performances are very inspiring. I've taken lots of inspiration from her playing. Definitely when I was younger I wanted to be her.
But it'll be him, front and centre at the Proms, giving his version of Elgar's famous concerto.
For me, it's one of the greatest pieces of music ever written. To perform in here is going to be very, very special.
Elgar wrote it after the First World War, about which he was incredibly disturbed. It's a very sad piece in that regard. How does it resonate 100 years on?
It's a terribly sad piece, and I think, although of course I've not experienced anything even close to someone who's lived through the First World War has, but even just by listening to this piece and playing this piece and trying to understand the music, I think a lot of that comes across really clearly.
He comes from an extraordinary family. All 7 children are exceptional musicians, with his eldest sister, a gifted pianist, leading the way.
What we had was quite rare. The fact that we went to state schools that supported music and had music, that's very rare. And in fact, that's also gone now from the schools that we were at. So I think we were very lucky. But now that it's not so common in the schools and free music lessons aren't so common, money is a big factor. And I do worry that there are people with the talent or the want to do music who may be restricted.
The thing that's lacking a lot in this country is the opportunity. And the opportunity to have the lessons, to have instruments and things, and also the opportunity to see classical music live as well.
Do you ever, it's like, come on, Sheku, it's time to get out of bed?
Yeah, I do get the odd.
Well, there's just kind of an atmosphere. I mean, if someone were to come downstairs in the afternoon having done no practice, it would be considered strange because everyone will be practicing and will kind of look at them and say, oh, you haven't done any practice yet, and there'll be this kind of teasing.
There won't be a need for any of that with his Elgar prom. He's been preparing for it for years. Gompertz, BBC News.